Hello Sagittarius, welcome to this video. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Sagittarius for the month of December. First and foremost, a big happy birthday to you. Hope you have an amazing month of December, an amazing birthday month. I'd also like to say thank you so much for another amazing year here on the channel. Your support is very much appreciated by me, and your likes, comments, shares, subscribes really do help me out, and again are very much appreciated. So let's go ahead and see what we have coming in here for you for the last month of 2022. Do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. All right, see what we have here for you. All of the decks that I use on the channel are linked in the description below this video. If you'd like to pick them up for yourself. And all right, so we'll put this here. All right, Sagittarius, we're gonna go ahead and also put this right here. And then what am I doing here? Okay, there we go. We'll take a bunch of those oracle cards, perfect. All right. Energy on the bottom, you have the Five of Cups. So Five of Cups is potentially, some of you might be going through some sort of like a disappointing situation. This person's standing in disappointment, but the core message of the Five of Cups is to always look on the bright side, even though that may be hard to do. I should say that, like, when I say always look on the bright side, try to do it as much as you can. But there are times in life where we need to feel all the feelings. And that means that maybe even we need to feel fear, we need to feel anger, we need to feel frustration, we need to feel the things, right? And so I'm not trying to bypass your feelings or emotions in any way. But the idea with the Five Cups is things do eventually get better. Things do eventually get better. And it's illustrated here by the fact that they can't see the two cups behind them that are upright. These three cups are what is in their mind. The cups that are spilled is what is in this person's mind. And so some of you might be going through something here. There does look like there does seem to be success for you here on the horizon, Sagittarius, but there is a blind spot. There is a blind spot showing up here. So let's go ahead and let's dive right in. So in the overall situation, you have the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is really a major message of intuition in the tarot. This is knowing. High Priestess is your knowing in life. There are some things that you don't need to validate. You don't need to go ask others. You know, you don't need to go do a Google search. No validation necessary. Some things in life you just know. And this is a big sign for you to trust what you know at this time, with the High Priestess showing up here in the middle. This could also say that there's something going on here with you spiritually, as you see that the High Priestess is standing at the entrance of a spiritual temple, and they're kind of a keeper of wisdom, you could say, or a keeper of knowledge. So I think for some of you here, clearly there's been disappointment on the bottom. I think some of you know what you need to do as well to work through this, and I would trust what you know. At the beginning of the month, you have the Page of Cups, you have the King of Cups, and you also have the Justice card. So you have something connected to love here. It could indeed, the thing that is disappointing you could indeed be a love situation, as you have the Page of Cups here. Page of Cups is kind of like this idea of first dates, or somebody that you're maybe interested in, or the Page of Cups, this could indicate you saying that you're interested in somebody, or somebody saying that they're interested in you, something like that. It's sort of like the initial invitation or message of love. The Page of Cups is a messenger in the tarot. And if that's not it, like if love is just not on the table for you, or you just don't care about love right now, the Page of Cups would say, some of you should maybe look at creating a vision for yourself. Okay, this person's a dreamer. They are a major creative. And some of you may want to acquire a vision towards something in your life. at the beginning of the month. You do have a major message here showing up about your intuition. And you've heard me say this before if you've watched my other Sagittarius readings. I know this because I've read a lot about Sagittarius, because I'm a Sagittarius rising and I have another Sag placement. And the thing about Sagittarius people is they're on the pursuit of truth. And along that pursuit of truth, they must learn how to develop their intuition. Sagittarius is an extremely intuitive energy or frequency. And so there's something here about your intuition that you're being called on to trust at this time. Because of this King of Cups, because of the High Priestess, because of the Page of Cups, you have the two most intuitive cards here showing up. You do have a counterpart as well, but there's something that's, how did I phrase it at the beginning of this reading just a second ago? There's a roadblock, or there's something that is, there's something that's in the way here at this time. You have the Justice card, which is the card of Libra. The Justice card says that our actions in life are really very important, and we all kind of get the outcome we deserve in life based on the actions we take. It's a card of karma. So at the beginning of the month here, there's something around people showing up as well. Okay, so we actually have people in every row, or sorry, every column. We have people in every column showing up here. Page of Cups, King of Cups, Queen of Cups, King of Wands. Not to mention the High Priestess, which can be a person. And so for some of you here, this is interesting because we do have Mars in retrograde. If you're Sag rising, this would maybe likely be in like your 7th house, which would be partnerships, relationships of all types, not just romantic. Check your rising sign if you know what rising sign you have. But Mars is in retrograde here. So there could be conflicts going on with people. We'll have to see what comes in to clarify. In the in the middle of the month, you have the Ten of Swords, you have the High Priestess, and you also have the Queen of Cups here showing up. So the Queen of Cups is like the little sister, from my perspective, of the High Priestess. Okay? These cards are very, very similar. Both of these cards are also cards that I would say come forward when maybe somebody might enlist the help of a therapist or a counselor, or if that's not on the table for you, like maybe you can't afford it or you just don't feel like doing therapy, this would be a trusted friend or ally, somebody that can provide a shoulder to cry on, right? And this can be trusted people in your life. It is interesting in love. The High Priestess, this is very interesting because in love, the High Priestess might suggest that there's somebody that you desire that you'll never be able to get with. In other words, unrequited love. Because the High Priestess is mysterious. Everybody desires the High Priestess, but nobody gets to be with the High Priestess. That's the idea. And so I don't know if that resonates with somebody. It might, because I brought it up. So some of you might be going through that type of situation here. But I don't think that this is what this is all about for some of you. Okay, because there is something here about creating a vision for yourself and trusting that you have what it takes to see that through. As you have the High Priestess, the Queen of Cups, and then this idea of the Page of Cups, King of Cups. We also have 3 of the available 4 Cups court cards. Sorry, I had an operator error there. I had to search my brain for it. 3 of the available Cups court cards. So this is about people connected to your emotions, your intuition, your love life in this month that could be coming forward for you. You do have the Ten of Swords, which is an ending. The thing about the Ten of Swords is, if you like to read tarot in a positive way, the Ten of Swords is releasing you from something that doesn't work. It is a completion. You have double tens here. I just recognize that. You have double tens here, which says that you are completing something important this month. There's absolutely a cycle or a chapter closing out here. And this is important, okay? This is an important month for you. Now, this isn't a bad reading, just to be clear. There's something that you are processing in this month in the inner worlds or at the intuitive level for yourself here. And you can think of this as like you leveling up, okay? Because this processing that you're doing seems to be important, and it seems to be inching you closer to an important cycle that's closing out for you. Towards the end of the month, you have the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Two of Swords, and you have the King of Wands here. So Ten of Pentacles, this is also a completion. It's a very positive card that can indicate abundance in the tarot. Abundance comes in many forms. It's not just financial. Abundance can come in good family situations, good relationship situations, things of that nature, right? And abundance really is really just your ability to receive, right? Abundance is your ability to receive what you've been looking for in life. And you definitely love to see this here in a reading, especially in the future. To me, there is something here there's like a blockage here. I think that's the term I used. There's a blockage here with the Two of Swords. This person can't really see the road ahead, but they know that they have to fix something, or they have to work through something, or there's something that they need to correct. But right now they're like kind of in their mind on this here. Okay, they're blindfolded. They can't really see. And this is a card that can come forward when there's like verbal disputes. I will say that. So, as I stated, whatever your sign is, whether you're Sagittarius sun or rising or moon or whatever you're here for, just be careful, I would say, in this month around explosive arguments, okay? Or overly emotional arguments, I would say. Probably the better way of looking at this is overly emotional arguments. Think about like how powerful water is, like a flood. You know how powerful like a flood is. You may not think water is powerful, but if you've ever seen a flood and the amount of damage that can do, think about it that way. Be careful that your arguments do not spill into a flood or overflow into like a flooding type of thing, is what I'm feeling here. I think that's the better way than explosive, because of all of this water energy here on the board. You do have this King of Wands. I want to get some more details on this, but this is about your passions in life and for work. It could also be about if you're a business owner or you work for yourself, it could also be about that. I definitely like that for you with the Ten of Pentacles. There's another area of your life here that where there's like a dispute. There's another area of your life here where there's a dispute, but with the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups, you've got the tools, you've got what it takes, you've got what you need to work through that. So let's go ahead, let's take a look at these Kipper cards here. We're gonna take one more card. Okay, you have Privileged Lady, Thief, House, Official Person. Okay, interesting. Privileged Lady is a gossiper when combined with something like the Thief. Thief is the worst card to find in this Oracle deck, I'll just be honest with you. There's somebody here that feels off. Sketchy feeling. Okay, sketchy feeling. I'm not sure how they are showing up in your life. Maybe the clarifications will give us some more details on that. But House and Official Person, some of you may be moving. Some of you may be working from home. Some of you might be selling your house, buying a house. Official person, you could think of anybody, with an official position. So we could say something even like a loan officer or a realtor or HR. I oftentimes say it's like human resources. And so, for some of you here, you might be taking a job where you get to work from home or something like this. What is this card? Wealthy man. Okay, that's a good card for investing. But don't take any of this as financial advice ever. But, for some of you here, you might be thinking about your financials at this time as well, and kind of what avenue to go down. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at what we have here. So you have the Four of Wands, you have the Eight of Pentacles, and you have the Four of Swords. Okay. So we have these double fours showing up here. To clarify, Page of Cups, King of Cups, and the Justice card. So stability here. I definitely like that coming in for you. So some of you are really dedicated to a vision. And if you're not already, the cards are asking you to get dedicated towards a vision for your future. Because some of you are being asked to roll something out or try something new or do something new here with your future, okay? And get dedicated towards that, especially with the King of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. That's a major combination of having a talent in the tarot, from my perspective. You are blessed with the gift of always being able to do what you want for your career if you have that combination, especially if we get the Ace of Wands. It's just a matter of trusting yourself. It's hard to take the leap of faith in the areas of career, business, finance, because money is, it's a touchy subject, but there is something about that coming in here. Four of Wands, you might be getting a new start with somebody at this time, or I don't know, it feels off. Let me go ahead. Let me get this second column clarified. So you have the High Priestess, you have the Six of Wands, and you have the Magician. All right, so the High Priestess is coming in again. This is undoubtedly the most important card in this reading. Again, this is something that's spiritual. This is something that's this is not the logical side of your brain. This is the intuitive, emotional, feeling side of your brain. Okay, this month. Your intuition will guide you this month. And in this case, your intuition will guide you to success. Whether this is in creating this vision for yourself that I've been talking about, or whether this is in resolving relationship disputes or resolving relationship issues, your intuition will guide you this month. And that will be the best guidepost forward for you for all things, from my perspective, in this month. There are so many water cards that are and again, the High Priestess being the most important card here, coming in twice now. In fact, the only card that's come in twice is this High Priestess. This is the way forward for you. And I should also say that if there's something coming to a completion here, know that this is very necessary in your path, in your journey, in your destination, in your destiny. In whatever destination you're taking or whatever destiny you're going down. The completion is very important. Six of Wands is a major victory. This is you taking a victory lap. The Magician is Mercury. Mercury is the planet of communication. And so this is going to be a theme for some of you in this month. The Magician is more about manifestation, though. It is about Mercury, but it's also about manifestation. And there is a group of you here, there are a group of people here that you're looking to bring something in. You're looking to bring something in, you're looking to create a vision. The relationship thing is strange here. I have to just, as you can probably tell, I'm trying to name or get more details on the Thief, Privileged Lady, but some of you need to trust what you feel about a person. Again, your intuition is your guidepost forward this month. You have the Four of Pentacles, so we now have a lot of fours coming in. You have the Three of Wands, and you have the Six of Swords. So I like this because you have stability here with 444, your spirit team, your guides, the universe, God, whatever you believe in, are protecting you with 444. 444 is a number of protection. And, whatever path you're going down, you have support, but you need to trust your intuition. Three of Wands, growth and expansion on the horizon, adventure, excitement, opportunity, going to new places. The Three of Wands is a very exciting energy. Six of Swords is you making a transition. So trust your intuition, and this will be the way forward for you this month. On the bottom, you have the Hermit. Again, a card of introspection, right? Confirmation after confirmation. So, and soul searching. So thank you so much for being here. Again, a very happy birthday to you. Really appreciate it. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.